Well, good morning. It's Tuesday, August 13th, and yesterday was our first day of school. I mentioned on our live announcements on campus when we do our pledges and when we do our moment of silence and have some just on campus announcements that this is the year that keeps on giving. So we had our first day of school in August, and we were all learning virtually. And then we had our second first day of school for some of us on September 8th, I believe it was. And then yesterday on October 12th was our third first day of school. It's kind of fun. This is a very different year. Some of our schedules are changing, some of our classes are changing, and it kind of just switches things up a little bit. So I just want to say thank you so much to all of you who have been so resilient. Remember, someone who is resilient, they bounce back when things don't go as planned. And we certainly know that this year things have not gone as planned for anybody because of the pandemic that we're in. This is historical, not really all that fun, but it is historical. It's been 100 years since we've been in a pandemic in the United States. So nobody that lives right now has lived through a pandemic. And we're learning how to adapt and how to be resilient, which means that we're going to survive because those are qualities of a survivor. If your grown-up is nearby, go get them so that they can hear this part of the announcements. Parents and guardians, just be ready for a message from your child's teacher trying to schedule a conference with you for next week. Teachers will be conferencing with parents throughout next week, maybe some this week, maybe a little bit after next week. We'll just work until we get them all in. They'll all be virtual, and that'll be a really great time for you to meet virtually with your child's teacher and just see how they are doing. I want to celebrate two young ladies, Lena in second grade and Shelby in first grade. Both of these young ladies completed the 40 book challenge. That's a big deal. And these are a couple of our youngest kids. So those of you in fourth and fifth grade, come on, let's get going on that 40 book challenge. I'm working on my 40 book challenge. I'm trying to read 5 or 6 books a month, chapter books. And so if I do that by the end of a year, I will have read about more than 40 books, actually. Remember that you can read picture books. You don't have to be reading chapter books. And all you have to do is just write it down on a piece of paper. This is an actual 40 book challenge piece of paper, but you don't have to do that. Just use a piece of notebook paper and then let me know about it. And I am going to want to get everybody's pictures like we did last year. Okay, it is still Hispanic Heritage Month, so I'm going to share Paulina Pedroso with you. She was originally from Cuba. And, pictures often tell a story. In fact, there's a phrase out there that says a picture is worth 1,000 words. I'm wondering what your thoughts are when you see someone holding a white dove. That's symbolism. A dove means peace. So I bet as we read about Paulina Pedroso that we will find out that she was somebody who sought out peace. The name of this poem is Equal Rights. Jose Marti and all other exiled poets meet in my Florida home where they recite beautiful verses and discuss ways to bring freedom to our homeland. Remember, her homeland was Cuba. By the way, she lived a long time ago, 1845 to 1925. She came to the United States, but she was originally from Cuba. They call me a heroine for creating a friendship society of Black and white Cubanos, all of us living in exile where we help each other and help the needy, orphans, widows, the poor. When my friend and I walk arm in arm, it is a wordless statement of equality. Marty's light skin and my dark skin, side by side. That is a wonderful poem. And, I think something that makes somebody really special is when they help out the needy, which includes orphans, widows, and the poor. Think about that and read a book today. See you tomorrow.